ルビー、サファイア、そして第三の冒険。ポケットモンスターエメラルド。公園地方に残されていた。
I thought I'd start this video the way my Pokémon Emerald journey started. I saw the game's ad on TV at my aunt's house and my little 10-year-old brain exploded into overdrive. It was all that I could think about and it became the only thing in the world that mattered to me. So after weeks of collecting chore money and pooling birthday funds, Pokémon Emerald was mine. I played in Hoenn for countless hours, and after years of neglect, I am beginning my Pokémon Emerald journey again with you. I'm setting out some simple rules that are going to define completing the game. I'll need to hunt at least one shiny Pokemon, because I've never caught one before. Complete the regional Pokédex to the extent that Emerald allows as its own single cartridge. This excludes trade and special event Pokemon. And lastly, defeat all 8 gym leaders, beat the Elite Four, then the champion to become the very best like no one ever was. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a Pokemon playthrough, the likes of which you've never seen before. Why? Because I'm Australian, and Australians are known for 2 things: placing small crustaceans on hot grilling units, and wacky wildlife. Like, look at that thing. What even is that? Platypus. I basically grew up in the world of Pokemon. You couldn't have a better expert. Anyway, we're not here to f spiders, so let's get on with it. We all know the deal here. We get introduced to Professor Birch, this region's more casually dressed version of Professor Oak. You're really going to tell me you're out there in the wild doing the good work of science in flip-flops?
Help me! Oh my god!
After asking the important questions, we get to name ourselves. I don't know about you guys, I've never been adventurous with this, so we're just going with my normal name. We're told that Birch is expecting to see us later and we get thrown into the world of Pokemon. Whose idea was it to just leave a 10-year-old child in the back of a van? That's just bad parenting. We begin our journey in our new home in Little Root Town. We're greeted by our mum who takes us inside. Mum, who are those strange men in our house? Where's Dad? Apparently our dad gave us this clock as a moving gift. Not what I would have asked for, but we've got a GameCube, so it's not all bad. Next we're going in search of Professor Birch. I went to check if he was next door, but only found his lab assistant who got busy mansplaining what fieldwork means. So if I had chosen a female character, you'd be in so much trouble. I decided to check out the rest of the town and meet the neighbors. We're introduced to May, who turns out is the professor's daughter. But she doesn't have time for us, because she's got to help the professor catch Pokemon. Unless the professor told you to catch like a Porygon or something, I think you're doing it wrong. Everyone's asking themselves, where the hell has the professor gone? Until we run into this little girl who can hear something in the forest, but she can't go in because she doesn't have any Pokemon. Don't worry, little girl, I'm gonna go see what's going on. Mate, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but maybe if you weren't slapping the ground with those flip-flops, you wouldn't have attracted that Zigzagoon. But he offers me the chance to use a Pokemon for the first time, and at the end of the day, isn't that what we're here for? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this was not a hard decision for me. I'm going for my boy Mudkip. You can fight me in the comments. Zigzagoon, not really much threat at all. I don't know what the professor was worried about really. We dealt with him fine. Birch now owes us a life debt and invites us back to his lab, where as payment he gives us our very first Pokemon. I've decided I'm going to name every single Pokemon I catch, which is something I haven't done before. I usually just stick with their normal names. So if you have a nickname idea for any of the Pokemon, comment it down below because I'm going to need all the help I can get. You might be wondering who Craig is. Well, he and I run this channel together, so I thought I'd immortalize him as my #1 boy Mudkip. If you're enjoying the video, why not give us a like? It'd really help us get noticed by the algorithm. We also do weekly videos. This one is only part 1 of this series, so hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop and join our little community. If not for me, do it for Craig.
Yeah, come on.
like the video.
Birch literally begs us to go and meet up with his kid, and he looks real pissed off that I said no originally. But I guess we don't have a choice, so we head on out of town to Route 101. We get advice from some trainers and get into our first wild battle, which we make quick work of. We stroll on into Odell Town and meet the locals. Look, I was gonna make a joke about this guy studying Pokemon feet here, but I accidentally scarred myself with a Google image search, so I'm turning this into a public service announcement. Don't make the same mistake I did. We're heading north out of town on Route 103 when we finally track down May. She challenges us to a battle and we find out that she got a little Trico. We're yet to have a challenging battle and this one is no exception. Afterwards, we both make our way back to the professor's lab in Little Root Town. We finally get given a Pokédex and some Pokeballs. I make sure the lab assistant isn't still doing the big sexism and we're let loose into the world, but not before our mum hits on Craig and gives us some running shoes. First wild Pokemon we try to catch is Poochyena. You can't tell me this thing is not just a dog. I can imagine during development they had all but one Pokemon left and the big Game Freak boss came over to the designer's desk and is just like, "Hey Kevin, where's this goddamn Pokemon?" And Kevin's just there like, "Oh yeah, geez, sorry sir." He's looking around his desk for literally anything he can get inspiration from. Sees a picture of his family dog, draws it up, and they're just like, "Yeah, good enough." It is a cool looking dog, I'll give it that. But it is just a dog, so I'm gonna name it appropriately. We also bumped into one of those sandworms from June, so I caught it and named it Shai Halud. We make it back to Odell Town so I can heal my Pokemon and make sure this guy's not up to anything weird again. Oh god, not even Rayquaza can help you. We leave Odell Town to head west on Route 102. Our very first trainer battle was no challenge for Craig and I. Neither was Rick, Alan, or Tiana. But we picked and planted some berries, found a potion, caught a Zigzagoon I named Zoro, and a Lotad I called Glob Glob, because he looks like he goes glob glob. We make it to Petalburg City and I meet a nice man in the corner of the Poke Center who likes my smile and wants to see my profile. So I get it out for him and I give him a statement he bloody loves. There's a lady outside that's looking for someone called Wally. I wonder where he is. This guy by the lake starts getting a bit too metaphorical for a Pokemon game. All around me are familiar faces. I do a little light shopping at the Pokemart and head to the local gym. I'm having a private conversation with my dad, the gym leader, when all of a sudden this Wally kid bursts in and my dad asks me if I can help him catch a Pokemon. Yes, Wally, my sweet child. Of course I'll help you. I take him over to Route 102 where Wally catches himself a Ralts. God, I love Ralts. Look at it. It's just the best. Wally leaves for Verdanturf Town and Dad tells us we should head to Rustboro City for our first gym challenge with leader Roxanne. Look, Dad, I'm proud you're a gym leader, but maybe check in on Mum every once in a while. I don't like her new friends. We leave the gym and find Wally's house next door. We find out from his parents that Wally's sick. They sent him away to live with family in Verdanturf Town because the air is cleaner. Oh, Wally, my sweet child. On the way out of town, we're stopped by this sketchy guy rocking speed dealers. But he doesn't want anything to do with us because he says we're not a strong enough Pokemon trainer. We run headfirst into Route 104, and this one's got sand in it. Our team grabs another win against Billy, Darian, and Lady Cindy. We find an empty cottage belonging to a Mr. Briny, where I discover little old Zoro snagged a super potion from someone. You naughty boy. Yeah, boy. We pick and plant more fruit, catch a Tailo I name Hawkeye, and stroll on in to Petalburg Woods. Here we take down Lyle and James, find a paralyzed heel, Ether, and Pokeball. Heh PP. We start talking to a guy that's looking for a Shroomish when all of a sudden this bandana bandit comes out of nowhere. Why does his theme song sound like that Camp Rock Girl meme?
She's really good.
Unfortunately, he wasn't really good and we took him down pretty easily. Turns out he's from a gang called Team Aqua and they're after something in Rustboro City. The guy we helped out thanks us for protecting him and his important papers and gives us a great ball. We head on out of the forest to Route 104 and oh, berries! This guy gives us a TM. I don't remember if TMs in this game are one-time use or not. Let me know in the comments. After planting seeds in the soft loamy soil, we went into the flower shop. We got a Welma Pale and an Asperberry. Behind the shop I found a potion and we we caught a wingull that we named after that drunk guy that's always passing out on the beach in Animal Crossing. We taught rich boy Winston a lesson about how money can't buy you everything. We took on Haley, then had our first double battle. Over 100 schmeckles. Almost feel bad for taking these kids' money. Fisherman Ivan, for some reason, thought he could beat us with a Magikarp. Afterwards, Shai Halud evolved into a Cascoon. Obviously, we had to grab these berries, and then this lady gave us an extra one. Finally, we strolled into Rustboro City to meet the locals. I don't know how you guys like to play Pokemon, but I talk to everyone. Like this guy who starts telling me about naming Pokemon like I don't already have the perfect Pokemon with the perfect name.
Yeah.
I head over to the school and wait, who's that guy? Oh, it's the guy with the speed dealers. I told you he was sketchy. Sir, this is a school. You can't just lurk in the corner over here.
FBI, open up!
He tells me he's here to look for Pokemon experts. I'm not buying it. Did you know there's a strange man in the back of your classroom? Finally, someone's doing something about it. Oh, what the hell? Students who don't study get a taste of your Quick Claw? Sweet Rayquaza, you're as bad as that other guy. Now that's just bribery. My god, he's got everybody in his pocket. While intruding on people's privacy and the comfort of their own homes, I stumble upon this family with a daughter who appears to be bedridden because she doesn't laugh enough. Her father asks if I know any funny words, so I give him my best, but apparently she can't stand it, so sorry Craig. We check out the Devoncourt building for a bit, and then it's finally time to take on our first gym. We get some helpful tips from the man at the front and jump straight into the first battle. Yeah, Craig took him out in one shot. Next we took on Tommy and Mark in a double battle. Straight away I sub Zoro for Glob Glob. Craig hits Tommy's Geodude with Water Gun and knocks him out. Tommy sends out another Geodude and Mark finishes the round with Mud Sport. Craig uses Water Gun for another knockout, while Glob Glob hits Geodude with Absorb for 2 knockouts in a row. Mark's final hope is another Geodude, but one final Water Gun from Craig is enough to win us the battle. Finally, we step up to the gym leader herself, Roxanne. Oh, Roxanne, I get it. Anyway. Look, I know what you're all thinking. Rob, you should have healed your Pokemon before you went into this battle, and you are 100% correct. I should have done that, but I didn't. I also forgot to organize my party, so Zoro got sent out straight away. This meant I wasted my first turn getting Craig out front. He got a chunk taken out of him by Roxanne's Geodude, but he was still in the game. The tried and true method of Water Gun for the knockout worked like an absolute charm. I stuck with my best boy Craig while Roxanne sent out another Geodude. Once again, we're rewarded for picking a water-type Pokemon as our starter, and this second Geodude falls victim to another Water Gun, but my luck starts to change as I sub in Glob Glob, and Roxanne sends out Nose Pass. My god, look at the schnoz on that thing. Nose Pass kicks off the round with Harden, raising her defense, while Glob Glob hits with Absorb. Roxanne uses Block, practically sealing our fate. Another Absorb shrinks their HP to less than 2/3. We trade blows back and forth until Nose Pass hits us with a devastating Rock Tomb that takes Glob Glob out. I send out our heavy hitter Craig and land first blow with Water Gun. Roxanne hits with Rock Tomb and restores with a potion, but Craig manages to claw back some points, and in an effort to do the old switch and heal, I sub in Zoro, who's instantly taken out. I still need to heal Mudkip, so I send out Dog and use a super potion to get Craig back up to full health. Dog is instantly taken out, but with Craig fully restored, we send him back in. Another turn down leaves us neck and neck. Then Roxanne uses a potion to heal. After attacking, I decide it's time to get our HP back up, so I send in Shai Halud, use a potion on Craig, sub in Hawkeye when Shai Halud faints, and fully heal Mudkip's HP. Hawkeye goes down, leaving Craig as our only hope for winning. And right when we need him most, Craig uses Water Gun, making Nose Pass faint, leaving us the winners. We bloody did it! I'm not gonna lie to you, it got a bit hairy there, but we got our first gym badge. We also get given Rock Tomb, which is great because that move was a massive pain. We leave the gym with our head held high and check our trainer card. And there it is, our first gym badge, along with over 6,000 schmeckles. All of a sudden, when we're leaving the area, that looks like the guy we helped out in Petalburg Woods. Mate, are you gonna do anything, or? Alright, I guess I'll have to go help.
Hey, it's me, Reggie the Rock. I'm Reggie, and over here, I wish I could like and subscribe to this video, but I got these stubby rocky hands, so I can't do it. I need you to do it for me. Remember to like and subscribe. I got Reggie things to do, so I'm out of here. Forget about it.